Let's talk about 9. Let's talk about love. Pig's pregnancy, 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days. A cat's pregnancy, 3 times 3, 3 plus 3, 6 and 9. A cat has 3 and 3 tits in a row. You plug in at the top, you plug in at the back. The way to life is the animal itself, ABC, and the animal itself, ABC at its ass. 34, 35, 36. I want to remove all ABCs, but I'm not going to do it on paper, and I'm not going to do it now. There's just too much paperwork, too much writing, consuming too much time. Without this that I missed for 1 month, I've ripped out more papers because of inaccuracies than anything else. It must be accurate in order to have any value. A pig's pregnancy, 369. They need to insert in the back end an object in order to take from the male to the female to make the pregnancy work to have the babies. Therefore, we remove the head, the nose, the lifeline of ABC, in which C is the creation. The pig has 18 tits, 18 nipples if you want to talk about it. 9 on one side, 9 on the other side. There's a line in the middle. There's little tankers. Every single one is a separate tanker. If you take a look at it, it's just like a football with the strings that run underneath the wrap. To hold the two sides together, you have to hold the mammalian together to come from the same source of milk that fills up each mammalian as it has to be done. You have 9 numbers in a row. If you put 2 pigs back to back, you have 18 on one side, 9 and 9, 18 on the other side. In between is the cross, is the separation between the two, the passing of the light. A does not exist without the life of the light. So the pig has 9 and 9, just like on your keyboard, the pig holds the keyboard. If you are not on the other end of the telephone when I make the phone call, my 9 numbers does not get into your 9 numbers. I dial out your numbers from my side to get to your 9 numbers on your side. Matrix work the same way. They cannot transform through the computer. They must transform through Mother Earth, through the system in the earth, because they are in the earth. They are not in the sky. They are in the earth. We live in the system as a whole, not as a part. When you say car, it means body. When you say car N is the line that transmits from the center of the earth to one side or the other, N, or the Z, from the top to the bottom. The Z is from the sky to the earth. The N is from the left side to the right side transformation, 147 to 369. Otherwise, it's 123 to 789. In between is the 5. That is where the R, angel residency, that takes part in the R. Putting 2 R's together creates AC/DC. It creates a DVD cassette. Putting R's upside down from each other. Now, I'm going to have to design that. Okay, we're going to have to design putting the R's. Let's see here. It's not there. I can design while you're not there. I take this one, and you must have separation all the time. Your separation, your separation. In your separation, what is your separation? Your separation in blank is always 258. Your separation in blank is always 456. But when you go to separate over here in these numbers, the separation over here between 4 and 5 and 7 and 8 is 6. So what is it that comes from the top to the bottom? From 6. In between 7 and 8 is a 7.5 down to 6, to a 4.5, down to a 3, down to a 1.5, plus 1.5 is 3, plus 1.5 is 4.5, plus 1.5 is 5.5, is 3 is 4.5 is 6. 6 plus 1.5 is 7.5. 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. The O that creates this, the O is the 15th letter. 15 times 15 is 225. We remove ABC, and we take ABC and we put it as 10, 11, and 12. 10 and 11 are both black. 1 is red, but 10 becomes black when 0 is involved. Now we take R and R, and here's your R and R, and now you take your R and R, Now we have to complete the R and R, because without the Q, the completion of the R and R inside the Q, you see the blank here? That's your Q, because now you're connecting inside your R and R. Okay, now you take this, and this is the way we connect it. And that's the way you set it up. Now what do we do over here? This is the separation. So we must set up the separation. Now we bring the separation all the way in, bring the separation all the way in, bring the separation all the way in. This is the way she must stand. You cannot go all the way through because you're collecting the legs. If you want to connect the legs, they're connected this period over here. Here's all your R's, and this is the way it must set up. Now, whatever it's going to reveal, whatever it's going to do, I'm not going to get into that right now. There's just too much writing. Too much. I have to make out all the instruments and fill everything in so we can grab. I can grab, and then you can see formation right away. I can grab from each side and show you formation in all the realities that I bring here, in the equations that I bring here. I didn't finish this one over here. All this is my left side and my left side. I created two left sides. 4, 10, 13. No 16, no 19, 22. No 25. I skipped the 28. 28 is supposed to be in a box over here. Let me put that as a box. This is the roulette wheel, okay? This is your left side, and this is your left side reflected. Here's your cross in between, here's your cross in between, here's your cross in between. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Everything that's missing, all the teeth that are missing are red. 4, this one is 5. This one's a blank, this one is 5, and this is 4. So this would be 4, 5, 6, and this would be 4, 5, 6. This will be 9. This one over here will be 12. 9 and 12 are both red. It will create 8, 8, 8. These two going up or down, this one going the opposite. Now over here you got 15. These are now red on the outside. In between over here you have 18, and in between over here you have 21. Black and black inside is red. 17 and 20 to 18 and 21. 23 is red. On the inside over here, this is 22, and this is 24. This is 23, and this is 23. Excuse me, I didn't count the black. Sorry, I didn't do that properly. I know you didn't. You just must have missed it. This whole row over here, okay, is where your 3, 6, 9 is now put. I removed, okay, 2, 5, and 8 is now all over here. Okay, this is 4, this is 5. This is 8 black, this is 11 black. This is 14 red. This is 17 black. This is 17 black. This is 20 black. This is 23 red. If you take a look at the open space, this will create your 9. This will create your 6. The open spot is the red. The open spot is your red, 9 and 6. Over here, your backwards reflection. This is your 8. This is your reflection of your 9 upside down, 6 and 2 reflection. And the same thing for the whole wheel. So we do the same thing. Now we're going to bring it to this side and show something a little different. 2, 9, 2, 2, 9, 9, 2, 9, 2, 2, 2, 9. Black, starting with the letter B as number 2, finishing the reality of black, which is 29 letter count, 2 and 9, 29. 2 is for the first initial, but 29, 2 and 9, 11, 1 and 1 and 2, reflecting in itself. Red, 27, the 27th letter is Y. Y is the Y, it becomes big red. Y, 27, R is the 18th letter, 1 and 8 is 9. 27 is, so they reflect their own numerological count inside the first initials. So we have 9 and 2, 18 and 11. 81 and 18. Two sides, the two stripes on each side of the 2 9 births. 81 is Venus. To the angel residency that connects together is Jupiter. We take one against the other before birth, we create 70. But if you take a look, 70 is the R letter. See the arm with the R and the O? If you take it the other way, you become 128, the spirit of the moon. Take away all ones in here. What does 1 reflect? 1 reflects 6 to light. So we're going to take this 1 and put it with 6. We have 7. We take this 8, we put it with 6, we have 14, becomes 5. 57, 75. Electric company. Black and red, black and red. The center part over here is 17 and 20. Black on black, 37 meet. 17, 1 and 7 is 8 and 7. 1 plus 8, 1 times 8 is 8 and 7 equals to 56, or the letter F for the B world of Venus. This is 20, becomes 8. 0 equals 6, 2, 20 equals 8 and 8. 88 meet at the cube, 88 meet at the supporter of A, H, and R. A is 1, H is 8, R is 18 altogether. So if R is 18 altogether, and this is 0, 1, and 0, 8, okay, let's move it to 10, which will become 16, and let's move this to 68, and 16, and 68 is 84. This would be the birth in the heavens of Mars. This one on this side, the birth, the light of the birth spirit. 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 is a spirit of 76. The light within the gateway is in man. This one is on 2 sides. It is the pull marker in the ball. 10 would be 16. 9 would be 69, and 16 would be 79, 85. 85 stands right in the center over here. It's electric company. It stands for blue, and it stands for the heaven of the split world, 5 and 5. 5 times 5, 5 plus 5 is 10, and 25 equals 35. 35 and 75 is a 10-10 world, electric company, where the light comes into the angel residency. Nibiru is right here. 18 for R, 21 for U. N is in the center, is 14. I is over here. B is right over here. Nibiru is right over here. N, I, B, I, R, U. Nibiru, right over here. Incoming of creation, it shows up where? At electric company. 16 and 19, 35 and 39. 35, 37 and 9, 1, 1, 1. Suited connectors. Where do we link this? Where do we get 555? Well, from Aleph, the representation of 1, 9, and 5. Or 915 minutes. Or 9 hours and 15 minutes. Is 9 hours and 15 minutes is 540, the marker of the sun in the Federation, because 540 is 546. 540, or 9 times 60 minutes, is 540, plus 15 minutes is 555, which is represented by 315 and represented by 1515 as the egg. 15 times 15 is 225. 225, right, coming from the spirit side. All the numbers must reflect on each other because they were created in creation. They were a sequence of realities that brought it to here, in which I'm hoping that my reality can go to wherever it is and stretch it out to the bottom, the top, the left, and the right, and see all around and keep moving back until I follow the flow. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching.